Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Katie York set to get this one started. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Baker. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Here's the give to Irving. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Mayfield set to pass. It's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. From the red zone now. That's low and bounces short of his man. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down, here's Mayfield. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They'll throw on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. If he can move past it quickly, and make an impact for them later.
From the gun, it's Tracy. Has a big... Oh, the football's loose. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Cam Hart. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Tracy. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Going power with the big tight end. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Giants parlay the interception into points. York tacks on that extra point. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. On now is York to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
On the give, this is Irving. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He rolls to his right. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. That's the end of one. Both teams. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Launches one deep downfield. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there instantly. As he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him? He deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. It's caught right side by Johnson. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They're going play action. This is complete to Neighbors. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Working quickly here. Motioning one of the tight ends. Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go. There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. This finds Evans complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Irving on the inside give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He's on the move. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Baker now from the gun. This one finds Irving. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, That's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing it just before halftime. He lofts it deep left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Giants will have a 1st down. He's going to throw this one. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing off the play fake here. Taking a deep shot here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. He has the New York touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. On now is York to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. That pass complete to McMillan. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. Dumped off to his running back. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And now they face 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Hits him on the out route. And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Oh, he loses the football. And it's picked out by the Giants. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 18 at the 29-yard line.
Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's going deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Brought in close to the 8. And that's a New York touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants drive their lead to 11. Now is York to kick this one away. Rashad White on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Godwin working that sideline. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Baker now off the play fake. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That pass complete to Irving. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He connects downfield on 4th. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now within 1 score in the 4th. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Big moment coming up here for the Buccaneers. They're going for 2. Mayfield to throw again. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has his man, it's Tracy. Space past the 35. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. They motion the tight end over. They're throwing it. He's trying to go deep again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Connects with Johnson. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Giants will have a first down. Hyatt going to motion over left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Strong running inside the 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Second and 10 now. This is complete to Neighbors. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 9-point advantage. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Starting at the 10. Returns looking good so far. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Now here's Mayfield. This one's taken in by Otten. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 47. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants holding on to a field goal lead. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Dumps it off to his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
He'll look to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He'll throw it. He put everything he had into this one. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers have some new life in the fourth. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Giants make the play that should win them this game. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Tampa spends its second timeout now, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Quick slant caught by Neighbors. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal. Tracy can't push it across. They make the stand, and looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pass cut by Tracy. And he will score. And when there was no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
You're good on the point after. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. Now he's York to kick this one away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And it sets up second down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, Incompletions follow.
And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Giants come away with the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.